Picture this. You walk into Best Buy or Target looking for a new television for your living room. You're over 50, you want something simple, and you just need a decent screen that works without a lot of fuss. You spot a bright 55-inch 4K Roku TV on display. The picture looks incredible. The colors pop. The price seems reasonable. You think to yourself, this looks perfect. But here's what they're not telling you. That television isn't just showing you content. It's quietly tracking what you watch, how long you watch it, and which apps you interact with. Every movie you stream, every show you pause, every button you press on that remote, it's all being collected and stored. Now, here's where it gets worse. Retailers often sell exclusive model numbers with stripped-down specifications. That demo mode you're seeing in the store? It's cranked up to exaggerate brightness and color. The real performance at home is completely different. Meanwhile, the Roku operating system is collecting data in the background. Viewing habits, app usage, device information, all of it. These signals get used to push advertisements at you or recommend content in ways you probably wouldn't expect or appreciate. So that picture-perfect television you fell in love with in the store might actually turn into a privacy nightmare once you get it home. And older users, people who value simplicity and discretion, are the most vulnerable to this hidden tracking and these confusing menu systems that seem designed to confuse rather than help. Today we're ranking 12 major Roku TV brands from the absolute worst privacy and performance traps to the ones that are actually safe, reliable, and worth your hard-earned money. We'll break down tracking behavior, picture quality, operating system reliability, and overall value so you can make a smart choice without accidentally handing over your personal data for free. Let's get into it. Picture 12. Westinghouse Roku TVs. You'll see this one on every end cap at Target, usually during a big sale event. Westinghouse Roku TVs look like an absolute steal when you first glance at the price tag. But this is the textbook definition of a trap. Here's the problem. Westinghouse uses cheap panel technology that exaggerates color saturation under those bright store lights. The TV looks vibrant and appealing when you're shopping. But when you bring it home and set it up in your living room with normal lighting, the picture dims dramatically. The colors wash out. You realize you didn't get what you thought you paid for. Then there's the Roku operating system. Westinghouse runs a version that sends constant viewing and device data back to Roku's servers. Firmware updates are slow and inconsistent, which means security patches take forever to arrive. The remote itself prompts frequent advertisements and app suggestions that interrupt your viewing experience. You'll be watching a show, press the home button, and suddenly you're bombarded with recommendations for services you don't want. Older buyers consistently report that the menu system is confusing and the pop-ups are relentless. You came here for simplicity. Instead, you got a television that constantly asks you to sign up for more streaming services and tracks everything you do. Verdict? Westinghouse Roku TVs look good under Target's fluorescent lights, but they track your habits the moment you plug them in at home. Avoid this one entirely. 11 on end. Roku TV's Walmart's house brand television. If you've been to Walmart lately, you've seen these awning Roku TVs stacked high with rock-bottom prices. They come in both HD and 4K models, and they're exclusive to Walmart stores. The tracking on these is particularly aggressive. Roku uses the data from ONN TVs to serve highly targeted ad recommendations. You'll notice ads appearing not just on the home screen, but also embedded into the interface itself. It feels invasive because it is invasive. The panel quality is wildly inconsistent. Some units are acceptable. Others have terrible backlight bleed, dead pixels, or color banding. And because these are budget models, Walmart cuts corners everywhere. You get fewer HDMI ports, slower processors, and outdated connectivity options. Firmware updates are rare. The operating system lags. Apps take forever to load. If you're someone who values a smooth, responsive experience, this will drive you crazy. And remember, all of this is happening while the TV tracks your viewing habits and sells that data to advertisers. Verdict? On, Roku TVs save you money at checkout, but they cost you your privacy later. Not worth it. 10. Element Roku TV's Element is another budget brand you'll find at retailers like Target and Amazon. They market themselves as affordable 4K options for everyday viewers, but the reality is much less appealing. The operating system on Element Roku TVs is noticeably laggy. Switching between apps feels sluggish, the interface hangs. And on top of that, you get intrusive content suggestions constantly pushed into your face. The system tries to personalize recommendations based on what you watch, which sounds helpful until you realize it means the TV is monitoring everything. Picture quality is another weak point. Element struggles with motion-heavy content. Sports, action movies, anything with fast movement. Expect flickering and blur. The HDR performance is dim and underwhelming, and the build quality is inconsistent across different models and sizes. Some people get units that work fine. Others get panels that fail within a year. The tracking here isn't as aggressive as ON or Westinghouse, but it's still present. Your data is being collected, stored, and used to serve you advertisements. For a television that already underperforms in picture quality, adding privacy concerns on top makes this a poor choice. Verdict? Element Roku TVs are cheap today, but they're tracking you in the background tomorrow. Skip it. Number 9. RCA Roku. TV's RCA used to be a trusted name in electronics. These days, the brand is licensed out to budget manufacturers who slap the RCA logo on low-end televisions. The Roku TV versions fall squarely into that category. These are basic 4K televisions with limited motion handling. If you're watching anything with fast action, the picture blurs and stutters. The color accuracy is average at best. Brightness is weak, especially in rooms with a lot of natural light. The operating system shows extra advertisements in the menu screens. You'll see promoted content every time you navigate through the interface. It's not as overwhelming as some of the cheaper brands, but it's still annoying and intrusive. Build quality and panel reliability are inconsistent. Some buyers report no issues. Others experience backlight failures, power supply problems, and dead pixels within the first year. RCA doesn't have the quality control standards of premium brands, and it shows. Verdict? RCA Roku TVs are functional, but represent a privacy risk and deliver visually dull performance. You can do better. Number 8. Hisense Roku TVs. Now we're starting to see some improvement. Hisense is a mid-range brand that offers better picture quality and more reliable performance than the budget options we've covered so far. But the privacy concerns don't disappear entirely. Hisense Roku TVs still engage in moderate tracking. The system collects viewing data, though most of the advertisements are confined to the home screen rather than interrupting your actual viewing experience. That's a step up from brands like Westinghouse and ON, Westinghouse, where ads feel constant and invasive. The Roku operating system runs smoothly on Hisense models. Apps load quickly. The interface is responsive. 4K brightness is decent, and colors are more accurate than budget brands. You're getting a television that actually performs well for everyday viewing. Firmware updates arrive more regularly, which means better security and fewer bugs. Hisense takes software support more seriously than the cheaper brands, and it shows in the user experience. That said, this is still not ideal for anyone deeply concerned about data privacy. Your viewing habits are being tracked. The system is collecting information about what you watch and when you watch it. For casual viewers who aren't worried about that, Hisense works fine. For privacy-conscious buyers, keep reading. Verdict? Hisense Roku TVs are safe-ish for casual viewing, but they're not great if you're sensitive about your data. 7. Hero Roku TVs. Hero is a lesser-known brand that offers low-cost Roku TVs with acceptable picture quality. These televisions sit in a weird middle ground, not as cheap as ON or Element, but not as reliable as TCL or higher-end brands. During the initial setup process, Hero Roku TVs prompt you with several privacy-related questions. Some users appreciate the transparency. Others find it confusing. Either way, the operating system does collect data, though the level of app personalization is more limited compared to other brands. Build quality varies significantly depending on the screen size you choose. Smaller models tend to hold up better. Larger screens sometimes have issues with panel uniformity and backlight consistency. Picture quality is acceptable for the price. You're not getting premium HDR performance or exceptional brightness, but for everyday television watching, it gets the job done. The operating system runs reasonably well, though it's not as smooth as TCL or higher-tier options. Verdict? Hero Roku TVs are affordable, but you need to watch out for operating system data collection. Proceed with caution. All right, we're halfway through this ranking, and if you've been paying attention, you've noticed a clear pattern. Some of these Roku TVs are quietly watching everything you do. The cheaper the television, the more aggressive the tracking tends to be. But here's the good news. The next few brands actually start taking your privacy seriously while still delivering excellent picture quality. Here's a retailer trick you need to know. Stores love selling exclusive model numbers because it makes price comparisons harder. That brand new SKU name might sound fancy, but underneath it could be hiding tracking-heavy firmware and cut-down specifications. And here's another warning about those price drops you see advertised everywhere. Sometimes a suspiciously cheap price is hiding extra advertisements baked into the interface and weaker privacy protections. You think you're saving money, but you're actually paying with your personal data. If this video has already saved you from making a bad TV purchase, hit that subscribe button right now. The next 6 brands on this list might genuinely shock you. Let's keep going. Number 6. TCL Roku TVs. TCL is where things start getting legitimately good. This is one of the first brands on our list that balances solid picture quality with reasonable privacy. Protections. TCL Roku TVs are far less intrusive than the budget options we covered earlier. The operating system collects some data, but the advertisements are mainly confined to the home screen. You're not getting pop-ups during your shows or constant interruptions while you're trying to navigate menus. The tracking feels less aggressive, and for many buyers, that makes all the difference. Picture quality is a major selling point here. TCL uses bright, reliable 4K panels with good color accuracy and decent HDR performance. Motion handling is smooth. Viewing angles are acceptable. These televisions perform well in a variety of lighting conditions, which is something the cheaper brands struggle with. Firmware updates arrive regularly, which means TCL takes security and software improvements seriously. The operating system stays responsive over time, rather than slowing down after a year like some budget models do. For buyers over 50 who want a straightforward, reliable television without excessive tracking, TCL Roku TVs represent one of the first genuinely safe options on this list. You're getting quality without sacrificing your privacy entirely. Verdict? TCL Roku TVs are one of the first safe bets for privacy-conscious viewers over 50. Highly recommended. 5. Philips Roku Ambilight. Philips brings something unique to the table with their Ambilight technology. If you're not familiar, Ambilight projects colors from the edges of the screen onto the wall behind your television, creating an immersive viewing experience. It's a feature that sounds gimmicky, but actually enhances how you watch movies and shows. Beyond the visual appeal, Philips Roku TVs have fewer ad pop-ups compared to budget brands. The operating system feels cleaner and less cluttered. You're still being tracked to some degree. This is still Roku after all, but the experience is far less invasive. The firmware on Philips models is reliable and updated regularly. The operating system runs faster and smoother than budget brands. Apps load quickly, and the interface doesn't lag or freeze. Picture quality is strong across the board. You get excellent HDR performance, good brightness, and accurate colors. The Ambilight feature genuinely adds something special to the viewing experience, especially in darker rooms. For buyers who want both immersion and reasonable privacy protections, Philips Roku Ambilight TVs are an excellent choice. You're getting premium features without the aggressive tracking that plagues cheaper models. Verdict? Philips Roku Ambilight TVs are immersive and reasonably private, a rare combination in today's market. The 4-Sharp Roku OLED Sharp enters the premium territory with their Roku OLED models. OLED technology delivers perfect blacks, incredible contrast, and stunning color accuracy. If picture quality is your top priority, OLED is the gold standard. What makes Sharp stand out here is the minimal data tracking and advertising. You're still using Roku's operating system, but Sharp's implementation feels far less invasive. Ads are limited. The interface is clean. You're not constantly bombarded with recommendations and upsells. The operating system runs smoothly with excellent motion handling. Sports, movies, fast-paced action, everything looks crisp and fluid. There's no lag, no stuttering, no frustrating delays when switching apps or navigating menus. Sharp takes firmware updates seriously, which means you're getting ongoing security patches and feature improvements. This television will stay current and functional for years, not just months. For buyers who want premium picture quality with strong privacy protections, Sharp Roku OLED TVs are an outstanding choice. You're paying more upfront, but you're getting a television that looks incredible and doesn't aggressively track your viewing habits. Verdict? Sharp Roku OLED looks as good as it protects your viewing habits. Excellent choice for discerning buyers. The 3. Roku Plus Series. The Roku Plus series represents Roku's own mid-tier offering. These are televisions built directly by Roku, which means tighter control over both hardware and software. That integration shows in the overall experience. You get vibrant QLED 4K panels with excellent brightness and color reproduction. HDR performance is strong. Motion handling is smooth. Picture quality rivals televisions that cost significantly more. The operating system experience is mostly ad-free compared to budget third-party brands. Yes, there are still some advertisements on the home screen. Roku is an advertising company after all, but the experience is far less intrusive. You're not dealing with constant pop-ups or aggressive tracking like you would with Westinghouse or ON. Firmware updates arrive frequently and reliably. Roku prioritizes keeping their own televisions current with the latest features and security patches. This is a television that will age well, rather than becoming obsolete within a couple of years. For buyers who want a great balance of privacy, performance, and value, the Roku Plus series hits the sweet spot. You're getting quality hardware with reasonable privacy protections at a competitive price point. Verdict? The Roku Plus series offers a great balance of privacy, performance, and value. Highly recommended. Number 2, TCL Roku Pro Series. TCL's Pro Series takes everything good about their standard Roku TVs and elevates it significantly. This is a premium television that delivers exceptional picture quality while respecting your privacy far more than budget options. The Pro Series uses mini LED backlighting, which means incredibly bright HDR performance with precise local dimming. Blacks are deep, highlights are brilliant. Color accuracy is excellent across the board. This is a television that looks stunning in any lighting condition. The Roku operating system on the Pro Series is smooth and privacy conscious. Tracking is minimal compared to cheaper brands. Advertisements are limited. The interface feels clean and responsive. You're not fighting with the television just to watch your shows. Long-term reliability is another major selling point. TCL builds the Pro Series to last. Panel quality is consistent. Build quality is solid. Firmware updates arrive regularly. ensuring the television stays secure and functional for years. For viewers over 50 who want complete control over their data and their picture quality, the TCL Roku Pro Series is an outstanding choice. You're paying a premium, but you're getting a television that performs beautifully and respects your privacy. Verdict? The TCL Roku Pro Series is excellent for over 50 viewers who want control of their data and their picture. Top-tier choice, the #1 Roku Pro Series. And here we are, the #1 choice. The Roku Pro Series, built directly by Roku, represents the safest, most privacy-conscious Roku television you can buy. This is the ultimate option for buyers who refuse to compromise on either picture quality or data protection. Because Roku builds these televisions themselves, they have complete control over the firmware. That means minimal tracking, robust privacy options, and transparent settings that let you control exactly what data gets collected. You're not at the mercy of a third-party manufacturer who cuts corners on software implementation. Picture quality is exceptional. Brightness is outstanding. The operating system runs faster and smoother than any other Roku TV on the market. Apps load instantly. Menus respond immediately. There's no lag, no stuttering, no frustration. Reliability is built into every aspect of this television. Panel quality is top-notch. Build quality is solid. Firmware updates arrive promptly and consistently. This is a television designed to last for many years while maintaining peak performance and security. For buyers over 50 who value simplicity, safety, and exceptional picture quality, the Roku Pro Series is the clear winner. This is a television that puts your privacy first while delivering a viewing experience that rivals anything on the market. Verdict? The Roku Pro Series is the safest Roku TV available. Privacy first, picture perfect. This is the one to buy. Let's recap what we've learned today. At the bottom of our ranking, we have the Traps, Westinghouse On, Element, and RCA. These televisions look flashy in the store, but they watch you constantly once you get them home. Aggressive tracking, intrusive ads, poor picture quality, and unreliable performance make these televisions a bad investment, especially for buyers over 50 who value privacy and simplicity. In the middle tier, we have Hisense, Hero, and TCL's mid-range options. These televisions are decent for casual viewing, but they still carry some privacy risks. The tracking is less aggressive than budget brands, but it's still present. If you're moderately concerned about your data, but prioritize affordability, these might work for you. At the top, we have the winners: Philips Ambilight, Sharp OLED, TCL Roku Pro, and Roku Pro Series. These televisions deliver strong picture quality combined with solid privacy protections. The tracking is minimal. The advertisements are limited. The performance is exceptional. These are the televisions you should be considering if you want both quality and peace of mind. Here's the main takeaway from this entire video. Roku TVs themselves are not inherently bad. The problem is buying the wrong model, one that aggressively tracks your habits, serves you constant advertisements, and delivers poor picture quality. If you focus on privacy protections, regular firmware updates, and strong panel quality, especially if you're over 50 and want simplicity and safety, you can find excellent Roku TVs that respect your data and deliver beautiful pictures. Before you go, drop a comment below with the Roku TV you're currently looking at. Tell me the brand and model number, and I'll let you know if it's a safe choice or if you should keep shopping. And hit that subscribe button so you don't fall for the next privacy trap hiding in the TV aisle. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.